Okay. Woo. Yeah, I was doing things. That's why it was the Matrix server. Steam Fishing Fest. The fuck? A fest with a tons of disc. Oh, I thought it was like, who actually gets these games? Who unironically plays like hunting games and fishing games? Who would pay $20 for this? Cast and chill. This looks chill though. I would do that. 2-bit games, 8-bit games are very based. I guess if it was time management like this and sandboxing, sailing, exploration kind of based. Wow, interesting. Let's go back to the tilt game of tilts. It's fucking hot as balls. Fuck the heat. You can suck my nuts. Makes everything worse. I was like thinking about it. I was like, nothing good comes out of the heat. No one hates the fall. If you hate the fall, you're a psycho. And a liar. I mean, the cold sucks too, but it sucks way less than the heat. The heat just uncomfortable. I want to fight the sun every time the heat. What's that one meme? I can't play the video because I will be shadow banned and get a DMCA strike. Maybe if I play just a second of it. It's unironically really funny. How can people look at memes and not get DMCA strikes? Why is it only me? This is me every time the sun comes out.
The fun fucks me. Cut it out, butthole.
Truly a classic. The sun does suck. I want to fight it. Hmm. Hmm. Oh, we're good. Based, actually. Good, we're good. Red is luck. Oh, nice. Hmm. We're gonna buff him like an asshole. You can still just surveil one. Interesting. HAE control. Okay. I'll take the 4. Later, bitch. That's how it's done. The superior red deck. Yeah, I'm just gonna watch. I'm just gonna get fucking washed. Fucking cheeks clappeth. Fuck's this bird do? Whenever a lane you control enters, this token gets 1+1 till enter. Oh, nice. Based. Bird. Damn. Damn. Oh, yeah. Okay. I'm not going to take that. Trample? First strike. Oh, okay. We both have first strike. Oh, nice. Oh wait, why didn't I attack with him? What the fuck? I could have won. I'm retarded. I don't know what the fuck I was doing. Why didn't I attack? I'm such a moron. All right, we're good. I still won, but absolute moron move. Big W. Don't be like me. All right, cool. Platinum boys. I'm doom posting. I'm doom scrolling. I'm dooming. Based. Welcome everyone. Welcome to the chat. Welcome to the stream. Thank you for joining. Thank you for the views, the watch time, and let's keep grinding. Next, we'll maybe after a few more times, we'll just do some GeoGuessr, which should be cool. GeoGuessr based. It allows me to visit the world without leaving my house or getting murdered. All right, cool. Very nice hand. Very based hand. Very based. Very chill hand. Hmm. 15 people watching. The most I've ever seen. All right. Hopefully, just nothing but W's. W's in the chat. Yeah. Magic the Gathering super grind moment. Just need this out, then good. Good, solid. Lots of damage I could do early on. Ooh, 2 based. Nice. Very cool. Cool. It's gonna be peak Magic the Gathering. Oh no. Much hate. Nice, I'll do this underfoot underdogs next. Lots of damage right off rip. Okay. Ooh. He'll attack anyways. instead of doing that, I'm gonna do it where you can't block. And it's a W. 10 viewing. Yeah, for real. Peak stream. YouTube is favoring me, Billy. I'm getting pushed through the algorithm. $13 viewing. Remember me when I'll remember you when I'm rich and famous, my brother. No worries. All right, that was cringe. All right, nice. Winning streak so far. Second W. I mean, it could be 14 bots for all I know, though. Base though, I'll take it. You know, I'll take it. YouTube spending money on an anti Google platform, which would be pretty funny. Oh, nice. Ooh. Nice. Ooh. Sick. Yeah. Oh, if I could just get these two out. Come on, give me one more land. Oh, dude. I'd be clapping their cheeks. Come on. One more land. Come on. But you'll never know because your OPSEC won't tell us you are rich and famous. Maybe you already are. No. God, that would... I mean, I guess if I was, like, super wealthy, I would... Man, that sucks. Oh, I need one more land. I guess, like, even if I was, I would have more time. I would have way more time to stream, I guess, sure. But I probably wouldn't be streaming if I was. I'd be very... I would just... I don't know. I don't really want to be rich nor famous, to be honest. I just want to spread the word of privacy and security and proprietary software. I want to fight with my fist. I'll take the damage. No block. Guess I could have. Ooh. Oh yeah. Cheek clapping time. It's Jover for him. Unless he does like 15. And it's over. It's goblin time. I mean, it's cool. I think it's cool that people, like, if they want to do streaming and like YouTube content creation or Twitch or whatever, OnlyFans, and they want to do that as their primary source of income, that's awesome. I just think that gives too much way too much power to these companies that have no protection. You legally have no protections. I mean, all 48 states are like right to work anyways. Uh in theory, in like a real job scenario, but YouTube, you have zero protections, and you have zero control over algorithmic shifts. If people just don't like your content, I mean, I'm almost at 2,000 subs, and I guarantee a good chunk of them probably like subscribed for like a period of time. Got maybe you're also world top level poker player, but secretly love. That'd be crazy. I actually suck at poker. I am not good at it. There's people that subscribe to a channel and just never go back. Like they're like, I got what like my value out of it, and then they go and watch something else. This is why Mr. Beast has to constantly edit at fucking lightning speed and pump out content that is like getting insane because he needs to keep the retention. Which, you know, good for him. Whatever. I think he kind of ruined YouTube because people just copy him now. And the thing is, like, YouTube only cares about a couple things. They care about retention. They care about likes and subscriptions. I don't know if they care about as much as subscriptions anymore, but they definitely care about watch time retention, and liking stuff and sharing, probably sharing, because that leads to watch time. Like a lot of fucking balls. A lot of like people are like, this is the YouTube secret. We don't really know at the end of the day. It's, I mean, their algorithms are proprietary and they keep it a secret, but you can kind of see from your analytics like what YouTube favors, and it's pretty unanimous that it's watch time. It's definitely watch time and likability, people sharing. So that's like, if people want to, you know, if you're listening and you want to do YouTube, you gotta constantly shift your content. You don't really own it. It's very difficult. I'm not saying it's impossible. And people are like, well, I know a guy that has 200,000 subscribers and he makes all this money. It's like, okay, but look at what they have to put in. Look at what kind of content they make. If it was that easy, everyone literally figuratively would be a YouTuber, and the partner program wouldn't have requirements. And like, you see channels fall off all the time. I think the statistic is same thing for podcasts. Most podcasts, I wonder what the retention. Most people that start a podcast, like, they quit within like the first year or something. Okay, I lost this one. Yeah, no stuff. Honest to God, I've never opened up, watched Mr. Beast. That, I mean, that's a W within its own. I don't blame you. I don't think I've ever watched his content like fully. I've watched people criticize him. That's how I'm aware of it. And there's a podcast I listen to that talks about like YouTube success and their stories and shit. And it's kind of interesting, like how people operate behind the scenes, how the money they make. What is it? What is the drop off? Hmm. The podcast drop off refers to the percentage of listeners you stop listening to an episode. Oh. 90% of podcasts don't get past episode 3, and 90% of those will quit after episode 20. Another source mentions that on average, most people will quit their podcast before episode 8. Additionally, it is noted that if you reach episode 21, you're amongst the top 1% podcasters worldwide who made it. The statistics are highlighted, shows. Yeah, that kind of makes sense. I mean, a lot of people probably start it, they don't see the results immediately, and then they quit. And I think the problem is because we're online and we see end results. It's very rare that you are actually the first person to stumble upon like a huge channel. Very rare. A lot of the times once they get huge, that's when you start getting the recommendation. Like to actually look for like super, super small YouTube channels that are consistent, very rare, very difficult. And it makes sense. It's time consuming. This is why I personally would never want to do this as a full-time job. You're not only the algorithm's bitch, but you have to appease your audience all the time. It's like, God, it's probably insufferable you have to be a people pleaser almost. Because people are always like, well, I'm going to make my content that I like. And you might find genuine people that might enjoy that. But there's people that are like, no, you need to talk about this. And like, don't even get me started on hate. I don't get too much hate comments. By the way, I found RTP Tech Channel through one of your videos you did together. Real good gem. Yeah, RTP is super awesome. Super based person. Very cool to talk to. I fucked up that audio. That is my constant reminder on how bad my audio was. And because I used OBS for that one. And I'm very surprised he even collabed with me. I thought I did a terrible job. He's an interesting person to talk to. He's very cool. And his approach on his general approach on privacy and security is pretty cool. Pretty based. He likes I watch a lot of his stuff I learned he simplified PGP for me. Like and then we used to, I believe, we used to communicate through I2P. He got me hooked on I2P. I2P 100%. Anything I2P related was from his channel. Like I learned how to send an email through I2P through his channel. Very awesome, very informative person, very cool. Pumps out a lot of cool content. But that goes to show that, like, I mean, I think we've been doing it the same amount of time, if I'm not mistaken. No, I think he's longer. He's got 10,000 subs. And I mean, it's no shade or anything. Oh, I gotta watch it later. It's not like he's editing God and he's like, you know what I mean? I'm not saying he doesn't edit. He just has a very simplistic editing style. And I don't know, he's at 12,000 subs. He's been on YouTube 6 years. I mean, that's a long time to sink into it. And people come and go, and very thorough, informative content he makes, especially the hardware and shell scripting education. Yeah, very educated person. Very cool. I enjoy his content thoroughly. Honestly, based, but once you kind of like on YouTube, once you figure out what makes the most views, that's where a lot of people get trapped into. They find their niche, they find their hole, and then they rinse, repeat. I don't really want to do that. I kind of wanted to just do whatever the fuck I want. Like Mental Outlaw is a perfect example of this. He kind of found like what gets him good garners of views. I don't know if he's monetized. I'm not entirely sure. And there's nothing wrong with people that do that. Like to be fully transparent, I do not care people that monetize if they take sponsorship. I mean, the sponsorships I have a genuine ethical concern about. Because I think that people just take sponsorships without thinking, and I think that should be called out. But if people need to, if they do it ethically and they find good sponsorships and there's no conflicting views, then I don't really have a problem with it. I mean, you got to pay yourself at the end of the day. It's just I guess the problem with YouTube is like my email is not public on YouTube for quote unquote business inquiries, because I do probably assume that a lot of people that do get spam, and it's probably not fun. They're like, hey, check out this product. Hey, check out this. And I don't think a million views is a lot in YouTube standards today, to be completely honest. Like total. But I think that's where I'm at. I think I have about 1.6 million views. And that's not a lot, to be fair, compared to like the other people. Like, I'm a drop in the bucket. Some people don't even get that, but I'm a drop in the bucket. I mean, what's I looking at? Analytics. And some of it's just I'm just memeing. I'm shit posting. I'm shitting and farting kind of thing. Ooh, see live count. Oh my god. Yeah, I'm not big enough. And there's no hate, genuinely, for people that like. There's people that started their channel like a year ago and they're already at like probably like a lot, like 500,000 subs, and you know, or whatever, 10,000 subs or whatever. And it's awesome if that's what somebody wants to do. Where's my view count? Oh, there we go. I think I started in 2021. Oh, 4 years. I'm at 1.6, yeah, 1.6 million views. You know what's crazy is because my watch time hours is like 8,000. Impression too quick, 5%. That's not bad. It's not good, but it's not bad. As of April 2022, autoplay views in the home screen view will be treated as a views when determining CTR. Okay, this might change here. I mean, I think your algorithm constantly takes his videos down and gives. Oh, probably. I mean, that wouldn't be surprising. Well, no, because copyright strikes you get so many before they cancel it. They probably deprioritize, but he gets really good views. That's why when look, I like the hated one. I think he does good content. But he says he's shadow banned. If he's shadow banned, then Mental Outlaw should be super shadow banned. And Mental Outlaw does some hyperbolic content, but he just found the thing that works for him and he just delivers. The thing is, again, it's back to the idea is sometimes people just subscribe to you. The longer you're on YouTube, the harder it is to stay relevant. It's a very cat and mouse game. Like genuinely, it's one of the hardest things to stay relevant. This is why, again, I say it's not something that I would want to do as a job, because you have to adjust. Now, there are some very lucky content creators out there that have either created the trend and they are the trend, like Mr. Beast, for example. He doesn't really have to move around with it, but in the niche space, like you have, like here's this is like a good example. Some people do, they find a privacy channel, they like it, they get the value out of it, and then they quit. Like they stop consuming their content because it might be repetitive. It might be something they're just not interested anymore. Maybe they found their threat model. Maybe they found their perfect solution that works for them at the moment, and they just, you know, they move on and watch something else. YouTube Shorts also is another thing. Like it's It can drive people to your page, but it doesn't make them, I mean, they'll stay. You can get views. It doesn't mean that they become fans. I mean, it's creating a fan base is ultimately the highest achieved part, because Outlaw has many more content on Odyssey. YouTube seems to be really messing with his uploads. No, he just doesn't want to get fucking struck down or like copyright. He doesn't want to get a community guideline strike. And he has more freedom over there. Odyssey just doesn't pay it. This is my problem with Odyssey. Odyssey decided to make their own shitcoin and got into legal trouble instead of just backing off, backporting and using Monero. They should have made Monero instead of their own fucking token. Just, oh, you like the creator? Donate Monero. Yeah. Odyssey saw, like, honestly, and the fact that Odyssey doesn't have the syncing feature anymore sucks. It's kind of dog shit. Again, no hate, but the problem is Odyssey's payment structure. I don't know how it works. He probably just goes to, I mean, and my point is, like, if you go to Odyssey, you're already going to play a place where privacy people exist. Like, they already understand that they want to be more private, so they go there. It's like people on Rumble or people on Kick. They already know that they are in a more quote-unquote private space. Yes, the Odyssey coin stuff is truly a weird concept. They're trying to bring back NFTs almost. Yeah. I mean, the back crypto, the library token was fucking retarded. They could have just done Monero and would have been fine. But they got investigated. I think they can't do it right now, and or they could have just worked with a Libre payment system, an open source payment system. They all exist. There's ways that they could have done. There's different routes they could have picked, but they're just fucking retarded. That's my personal take. I think it's I see a lot of people have abandoned like being solely on Odyssey because they know they're never going to fucking make money. And the library token, again, was completely retarded. Oh, it's Joe for this person. Like, I'm on Odyssey right now. They don't allow banks setting up the bank. And it's over. Like, here's a couple good examples of how YouTube works in terms of content. And again, it's not about understanding the analytics or anything. But look at am I spelling penguin wrong? I am. I'm dumb. Red on penguin. They're grade C. That's whatever. They're 1.9 million views. They have 78 videos, which is crazy, by the way. And they have almost 60K subs. Now, yearly earnings, they're either making between 1 and 2K. That's not really relevant. That's impressive for their channel being very young. Like, their uploads. Like, very impressive. But they make good content. They have a consistent upload time. They make engaging content. It's that simple to understand. This is why I say that there is YouTube's partially YouTube is luck, like very lucky, and consistency. You are consistent, YouTube favors you. And then they throw in luck, a lot of luck there. And these channels that are like these retard channels where they come out of nowhere and they're already really big, and they're like, I did a video, and I made a secret channel to prove that it's not luck. Yes, it is. It's literally luck. You already know how to make editing. You already know how to edit. You already know how to, you already know all the key points of a quality video. You already know all this information. You don't got to guess. And guess what? You also have you're also getting paid. Like you're not working a full-time job. So you starting a second channel, like for anyone that thinks that that's a flex, you're retarded. That's like becoming a millionaire and being like, I'm going to show you how to do it, guys. There's no way of showing how to do it. A lot of it is luck and just consistency. That's all it is. There's a YouTuber I watch they quit live streaming because they said it's completely like it's hell. It's like a toxic like place, and they just went back to making videos. But they explain this very consistently. YouTube cares if you made an education content on Udemy, a lot of people might be interested. Do you think in the future you might consider doing full? I would have to first come up with a concept that other people would want, and then I would have to sell it at a fair price, a very low price, because I don't think that you should. I don't like the idea of I don't like the idea of financially gatekeeping privacy and security, especially privacy. I mean, there's enough content out there that people do that do this already. And is it good? I don't know. I haven't read enough of it. I would have to find enough people that have done it, read their stuff, and then have a problem with it, and then be like, I can do it better, kind of thing. And if I could do that, then, awesome. But I don't like writing, and I don't like editing. Hence my videos. But they explain this in depth, really consistently, that YouTube cares about these very specific things, and not only they care about these specific things, they also, at the grand scheme of everything, they want to make sure that you are going to stick around for the long haul. So when you stick around on YouTube and you consistently bring people, they're going to obviously favor you. They're going to bring your channel over. They're going to bump you up in the algorithm, et cetera, et cetera. If you make content that people care about, like it's not. Let's look. It's not like I think the hated one is a bad content creator, but he does go on these rants where he thinks he's being shadow banned. I don't really believe in shadow banning. Grade C. He has 340 million. He has 500,000 subscribers. They're probably just people just don't care. Obviously, he does not make $11,000 a year, or $2,000 or whatever. I don't know about YouTube's analytics, but these payouts are never real. They're really, really rough. I think he makes good content. I like his content, but people might not be interested in his content anymore. I think his video editing is good. I think it's very simplistic. It's very clean. His thumbnails are fine. I don't think there's anything wrong with it when you look at it from an out point, but people just might not give a shit about this kind of content. And this is why people don't watch. He would have to show his retention rate. I look at my video retention rate and I look where to adjust. If I actually cared and I wanted to improve my channel's visibility and everything, I would go through my retention rate and be like, where does my viewers drop off and how can I fix it? That's it. That's simple. Not hard to understand. I don't think YouTube is fucking shadow banning anyone that promotes, because then, look at Mental Outlaw. Mental Outlaw is a perfect example of this. And you could say because he does hyperbolic shit, which he does, he's at almost 1 million subs. Grade C. He makes he either makes 7K a year or 100K a year. But he's getting consistent views, and he's been doing this for a very long time. I believe, yeah, since 2012. He's been doing it a long time. So, I mean, his 1K views, 30K views, 60K views, 40K views, 60, 40, 100. He's consistently getting about 100K views. It goes up and down, up and down, up and down, subscribers. Up and down, up and down, up and down. The thing is, people, it's not hard to understand. Make good quality content, and just make it appealing to people. And if you make it appealing to people, then they'll fucking do it. They'll fucking watch and stick around consistently. But you have to be consistent about it. You're not consistent, not going to do it. Look, Mr. Beast. Mr. Beast is a perfect example. He makes 8.5 million a year, or fucking 136 million. That's probably very small. He probably makes hundreds of millions a year. But he's consistent. He found something that worked for him. And look at T-Series. I mean, this is a corporation, so. I mean, there's YouTube channels on here that just don't exist. I mean, Social Blade is. I'm trying to be fucking. What do you call it? I'm trying to be. What's the word? Charitable. RTP Tech has a very good video on shadow heavy heaven banning, where the quotes George Hortz after he wrote for when Elon bought the platform. I suspect shadow banning stuff might be very. The thing is, let's say hypothetically it is real. YouTube is a neutral company that wants to do one thing. They want to make money. Why would they ban you? Shadow banning means less views. Less views means less people on their platform. Less people on their platform means one thing and one thing only. Less money. Which YouTube isn't going to do. And you have to remember, people say this, people just go to shadow banning immediately when they don't see the results they want. That doesn't really necessarily mean you're shadow banned. You could just make shit content that people don't care about. Like, back to the streamer that I was referring to, they talk about this. They found a niche, it works for them, they're very successful with it, and they said people always complain about these shadow bans, but they're really just not making content that people care about. You got to remember, you are streaming this to tens. You're literally a drop in the bucket in terms of YouTube channels. Let's think about this. Let's put this in perspective. How many YouTube channels are there? Let's think about it. There are 113 million YouTube channels. Why the fuck would anyone care about yours? You know what I mean? Just because you have a lot of subscribers, just because you make content, doesn't mean people are going to be interested in. This is just like me looking at it from, an outside view. Do I think that there is content that will be less favored? Obviously, like the algorithm is going to favor be based on what is popular. So let's say there's 114 million active YouTube channels. Why the fuck would you pick mine out of 114 million? People don't have time. They don't have unlimited time. First off, let's understand people from a high end. People do not have unlimited time. They have a select amount of time. So then the heaven banning comes in picture when nobody sees your interactions because you are interacting with a bunch of LLMs and all the time. Gohart says this exists in big social. I mean, people can make their assumptions. It doesn't mean they're right. And I don't even know what heaven banning is. And it sounds honestly retarded, but heaven banning, the hypothetical practice of banishing a user from a platform because everyone that speaks with it is replaced by AI. I don't know. This is stupid. I mean, anyone can come up with theory. George Hort's nickname. Oh, okay. It just doesn't seem like, I think people just don't realize how big the internet is now. Is there a lot of it probably bots? Sure. But you got to remember 113, go onto your YouTube. I have a really old YouTube account that I've been subscribed to shit for 15 plus years. I do not watch any of those people. I just don't care. I've adjusted, I've grown, I have different views now, I have different opinions. So of course I'm going to drop off. Now, I'm not the only person who thinks like this. There's other people out in the world that think like this. This is a very common thought. You don't sit there and watch this. Some people do, but you don't generally sit there and watch the same content for an entire life. That's not how you have grow and have different opinions. I mean, that's literally a part of growth is outreaching and listening to other ideologies. I'm not ideologically strict. Like, there are privacy channels I don't really watch Mental Outlaw anymore. I don't really care for the content he makes anymore because it's not interesting to me. It's not a hate against him. I appreciate the stuff that he's done. I've appreciated the knowledge I've gotten from him. Now I watch other stuff. And in 5 to 10 years, it's going to be the same thing. I'm going to stop watching and stop probably like engaging and introducing myself to the content I watch 5 years from now. I mean, it's just how it works. That's how you grow. That's how you become a productive person. You go outside your bubble and I mean, I literally picked up lockpicking because I watched lockpicking content by accident. And I didn't think it was going to be interesting, and then I got into lockpicking, and it's fun because I decided to exit my bubble. I mean, I used to be, not that it really matters, but I used to be somewhat very anti-gun, and now I'm not because I have shifted my opinions by listening. That's how I became vegan. It's because I shifted. YouTube, as much as YouTube's like no guns, the reason I educated myself about guns and gun safety is because of YouTube, which is kind of funny. Lockpick. Look, perfect example. I like the lockpicking lawyers content. I think it's enjoyable. I don't watch it. I barely watch it. I barely come across it. I forget about its existence sometimes because again, I only have so many hours of the day. I'm not going to, I don't have an infinite amount of time, and I like to shift. I like to learn about new things all the time. And it's no hate. And I think that's what the internet's for, is Mental Outlaw will continue to make content for new people that will come into the space and maybe get educated on it and then find other people. And, you know, it's a cycle. That's why, like I say, you have to adjust all the time in YouTube if you want to stay relevant. I mean, DT was like one of the first YouTube channels that I came across. I mean, YouTube channels for Linux. I do not watch his stuff at all anymore. Barely. And maybe like once a year. Chris Titus. I used to consume tons of his shit. Hours. Now I don't. Now, does that mean he's bad? Does that mean his content sucks? No, it's just, I just don't care. The hated one is kind of like a weird spot, like, because he doesn't upload every single month. Like, there's a perfect example. The Right Opinion, the guy that releases like a video a year or like every 6 months, I like his stuff. I'll watch it because he releases it once a year. It's a treat. Or like once every like 6 months. Whatever. He drops a video very in between. That's why some people say they like Michael Reeves. Michael Reeves has got like fucking like 13 videos and like 7 million subs. And if Michael Reeves drops a video, I'm like, all right, I'm going to watch this. Because he hasn't dropped a video in fucking like 5 years. That's a strategy within itself. It keeps you're like, huh, I haven't seen a video from you in like 6 years. I'm gonna watch. Or who's the other one? Tom. Oh, what's his name? He's the British guy. He went on a hiatus. And he makes cool content too. Like, there's no hate. There are some people that I have stopped watching because I'm like, Their shit went to the ground, brother. I guess I could have played that. And there's, I mean, it's just the nature of content is just always adjusting. And some people do this, some people watch the same stuff like for decades. They're like, oh, I'm diehard fan, like I'm on season 36. They're like fucking One Piece fans, but for YouTubers. I'm trying to even think, like, I can't even think of the longest YouTuber I've watched consistently, like genuinely. And that's going to be kind of a weird thing. Like growing up, like TV shows were kind of like that. Like, oh, we're gonna, like, people are like, oh, I've been watching like Days of Our Lives for like 30 plus years. And that's not the one I wanted to do. Oopsies. So like some people are like, their family was like, oh, we all watch like Law and Order, we're all like Law and Order or Supernatural, like fucking like SVU people. It's like, all right, cool. People also die, like they died and they stopped watching. they accidentally stopped watching, but like we're gonna have a generation of people that are like, oh, I've been watching Kai Sen since he was in or Speed. I've been watching iShow Speed since they were fucking like 12, and I've been watching them like 10 years or something like that. I'm trying to think of like the longest YouTube channel I consistently watch. I can't think of one because I used to watch a lot of Linus Tech Tips, like very sparsely. I'd be like, I'm gonna go binge all that. Even Lawrence Systems I watched religiously. Oh fuck. And for me, longest YouTuber I watch is probably a channel for school stuff, like math channel. Yeah, that's a good analogy too. Like just thinking about that. And that's fine. That's fine. Like, I mean, I'm trying. Damn, I forgot. YouTube used to be filled with, like, remember epic rap battles of history? Perfect example. Or Smosh. I don't fucking watch that shit anymore. I will never catch myself as an adult watching epic rap battles of history unironically and not be like, all right, this is a little cringe. And that's cool. I think it's cool that people... Damn. And... like I said, people like not only get older and change their views, but they also like they're like, I'm gonna go do something else. I'm gonna go watch Big Bussy Machine or something. I mean, for most people that go through some Academy math videos at some point, probably since. Oh my god, I forgot about Khan Academy. I did used to. What the fuck? Damn, he got 15 health back. What the fuck? It's crazy. Still doesn't change it. 1, 2, 3. Back to 8, bitch. I forgot about Khan Academy. That was, I tried learning math from there as well. Like really like high. I don't know. I was like, I want to understand quantum physics, guys. I need to go down a math rabbit hole. And I was like, all right, I'm not good at math, but I like it. It's cool. It's interesting. Damn. How many fucking cars this motherfucker have? All right, we're good. We have won. Oh, why the fuck? Oh, unless he has lifelink. No way. I was like, did he just win somehow with poison counter? That'd have been awesome. All right, guys. I've streamed my 1 mandatory hour. I appreciate everyone stopping by. You know where to find me. Remember to like, dislike, argue in the comments for the YouTube algorithm so that they can know that the watch time is valid and not a bunch of bots. I will see you guys in the next video. Yeah, I'll check it out. I will check it out. You all have a good night.